is the Red Scorpion. And he is being inducted by none other than Mr. Eagle himself.
He had to get the top of his head shiny before he...
Give it up for Robbie Eagle!
Say it. But it's not about me tonight. I'm here to induct a good friend of mine, a competitor, somebody I've done battle with for many times in this ring right here. The Red Scorpion. He's not here tonight, but I want you to give it up for him. A great competitor, one heck of a wrestler, and one heck of a nice guy. Give it up for the Red Scorpion. Let's hear it for the Red Scorpion, for Robbie Eagle.
First of all, I'd like to thank AIWF for this great plaque. I know he would love it if he was here. I'm honored to accept this for him. Lord knows I wish he was here and maybe I could be by his side. But brother, this is for you, man.
We're here tonight to pay honor to someone who I feel is a true pioneer in the sport of independent wrestling. Wicked was, either you loved him or you hated him. He told you the way it was. He said what was on his mind. He was my best friend, and he was tragically taken from us. And it's my honor and privilege to be here to induct him into the class of 2018. This is for you, baby.
Let's hear it one more time. Now the next inductee. The next person that is going to be inducted needs no entrance. But give it up now for Creeping Death.
AIWF Tag Team Champions under the affiliate banner. These guys' combined weight was all about 280 pounds. Okay, these guys were the small guys before small guys were cool in wrestling. These guys paved the way for guys that only weigh 150, 160 pounds to be able to get in that ring and really do some stuff that you guys wouldn't see from big 300-pound guys. So, with that, to the extreme minion, sorry you guys couldn't be here tonight. I definitely accept on your behalf. But I do have another guy that I'm going to induct that is a really good friend of mine. If I can bring him out this time, put your hands together for El Gran Picasso. begin the long journey. And Picasso is honored to have worked in a business such as this that is built on such a foundation of respect. When the foundation crumbles, it all crumbles. So advice to the young ones, training. It's so important. You can know all the moves, you can learn all the fundamentals, but if you do not learn the respect, it means nothing. You hear what Picasso say? Mic is off. Did we lose power? No, we got power. Picasso, bring your power back. Anyway, okay. Picasso wants to thank the AIWF, Rick Diesel, all the people. And Picasso cannot thank you enough. Picasso can thank you every day for the rest of your life and Picasso's life, and Picasso will never thank you enough. You hear what Picasso? That's what Picasso said, okay? Gracias, órale! So I'm going to give great honor and respect to present El Gran Picasso. He was supposed to be here last year, guys, but he got called away to Tijuana. Another kid? No more kids? No more kids. Okay, no more. But it gives me great honor to present you the AIWF Hall of Fame plaque. But wait, there's more. He says he can't thank me enough, but you guys don't get it. Like, I met this guy outside of wrestling, and when I met him, I was really stuck on myself. I wanted all you guys to see my face and know who it was wrestling in this ring, spilling blood, sweat, tears. And he let me know that it's okay to wrestle under a mask for the fans not to be able to see your face. So, for your influence and character development of me, and thanks to you, I ended up with 6 mask characters aside from my regular one. Thanks a lot. I give you this plaque for greatest influence and character development. That's for me, buddy.
Gracias.
Thank you, guys.
¡Óndale!
¡Ándale, ándale!
Arriba, arriba.
The next wrestler to have the honor to induct the AIWF Hall of Fame is middle-aged zone, the Beast, Todd Tyson!
I'm not here to tell you to shut up right now, okay? You're all right. You know, I've wrestled in front of some huge crowds, and I have stood in this ring with this microphone and some of even bigger ones. And I have never been more nervous than I am right now. Take it up a little bit. The next guy that I'm inducting, I had the privilege to briefly become friends with. This guy I've had the privilege to be tag partners with. And this guy I had the great honor to be able to call a friend. This guy, nobody I've ever met loved this business more than him. Ladies and gentlemen, the next inductee to AIWF Hall of Fame is Corey Duncan. So I would like, right now, if she would, Corey's mama Tracy, to come down and accept this award on his behalf. And I want to get to know him all, that he was a real good friend of mine. And it's my honor to give you this award on his behalf.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me bring out none other than Matt Houston!
And before I get to mine, if I can say one thing about Corey Duncan. If you knew him, you were blessed and you were better off for knowing him. September 27th of last year, the AIWF and a lot of the guys lost a dear friend by the name of Scott Allen. When I first met Scott, it was March 3rd, 2012, at a match that the AIWF was promoting in Thomasville, North Carolina. I remember a few people that were on the show, but the main event was Lewis Moore versus Matt Hardy. Scott came up to me after the event wanting to get into wrestling. He rode with me up here to an event. I introduced him to the staff, and by some coincidence, the announcer didn't show up that night, so they asked Scott to fill in. Scott didn't, just try at the job. He succeeded at it. He took the ball and he ran with it. And if you knew Scott was one of those guys who had a passion for this business. And in a business where everybody gets in this ring and it's all about me, look at me, look at me, Scott Allen was always trying to put the spotlight on somebody else. So tonight, his brother was supposed to be here, but of course due to the weather up north, he couldn't make it. But tonight I accept this on behalf of Scott, and I'll make sure that he gets to his family. Scott Allen, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next inductor, the one and only Mr. Bill Holiday!
Mount Airy, I've got memories in this building. This is the building I ref my very first match in. And we had some heck of matches. We had the barbed wire match, I don't know if you guys know that or not. But besides that, I'm here to induct the next member to the Hall of Fame. I don't know how many remember this, but it was probably back in 1995. This person performed in this ring against Bad Brad. Next step from there, less than a month later, I watched on TV as Joni Lee made her WWF debut. I remember the match. I was not fortunate enough to ref, but I stood down here and watched the match. Very, very entertaining match. And we knew her coming to our TV shows, doing the match, we knew something next was going to happen. We didn't know how fast. It moved pretty fast for her. Her career from there went skyrocket. If most of you don't know Johnny Lee, I'm talking about China. Just to show of hands, it's been quite a while. Was anybody here that night? Yeah, okay. One hog over there, Kevin. But yeah, that was probably, I think, the start of her career. If anybody remembers, she had a book come out. She mentioned that match. She showed the tape, the Triple H, Shawn Michaels. They watched it over and over again, and I think that was a stepping point for her. So it's my honor, my privilege to inductee Jody Lee / China into the AIWF Hall of Fame.
Our next inductor is none other than Mr. Lewis Moore.
How are you guys doing tonight in Mount Airy, guys? Anyone who knows me, I'm normally not for one being lost for words, but when it comes to occasions like this, it's hard. Last year, we lost a Hall of Famer, a great friend of mine, and a man who did a lot for this business. And I'm talking about the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff. At the young age of 5, when I first saw Sting and Ric Flair wrestle for 45 minutes at the first Clash of the Champions in Greensboro, North Carolina, I was instantly hooked. Growing up as a kid, my mom and my dad, they never really had the money to take me to the events, whether they were at the Dorton Arena or the Greensboro Coliseum and in Charlotte. But as time went on, I was fortunate enough to go to a local wrestling event, just like the AIWF, and it was in Wilson, North Carolina. And I met Jimmy Valiant, and the other one was Ivan Koloff, and I remember how big of a moment that was for me, and it really honestly meant a lot to me. And later after that, I got into the business and became really good friends with Ivan and his wife, Renee. And guys, I really don't have a lot of time because I know you guys are ready to see some wrestling, but I know a lot of you guys think that he should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, and so do I. But anybody that knew Ivan knew that he was a born-again Christian. And he may not be in the WWE Hall of Fame, but he is in the Hall of Faith, which is a lot more important than the WWE Hall of Fame. But there was one thing that Ivan taught me, and I'll never forget it. I was going through some personal issues, and he called me up one day. I was standing on the back porch, and he told me, Lewis, not just in the wrestling business, but in life, it's not about how you finish, it's how you start. And guys, he loved this business, but most importantly, he loved you guys. So on behalf of Renee and myself, it's an honor and a privilege to induct a true legend of this business, the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff.